Why is there smoke coming out of your oven, Seymour?
Oh, that isn't smoke. It's steam. Steam from the steamed clams we're having. Mmm.
Great world building out of this week's Omega. Not only from the public not fully trusting Omega yet, which was interesting that Soroto didn't really saw anything bad from it, where Kosei was genuinely upset, but the Japanese government started to roll out their own quote-unquote defense team to fight or at least tranquilize the kaiju that goes by the NDF, which I do like that it kind of came out of pretty much nowhere, and you can clearly see it from the uniform, from the way they're not really fully organized. Like, I love that this world of Omega kind of enters this weird normalcy in the way of how Japan and the rest of the earth is kind of reacting towards the kaijins. That's like really cool, and having the government hide the second grime is interesting because, first of all, I thought that the grime wasn't an earth-based kaiju, and I was wrong. I misremember it maybe, but it kind of continues the same type of storytelling of, hey, the government is bad. Like the idea that they actually said, oh yeah, we're going to at one point tranquilize it and we're going to just have it to be a test subject is interesting, and it is unique. While I love that Soroto is starting to get more development, him being in pain from the amount of fights that he's actually enduring, and you get to see how much he and Kosei work together way better with when Grime and then Eldagera, if I know how to say their name correctly, appeared. Kosei summoned Trigon first, which led to its defeat, and then Sotoro transformed into Omega and he got defeated, which kind of shows how much Elgamera is some sort of a threat, but he's slightly stronger when both of our protagonists are fighting kind of in turns. But I am interested that finally we got some sort of a backstory, or at least some crumbs of backstory. Not only like this episode in the beginning kind of highlighted both Kosei and Soroto's kind of like how they are much stronger together alongside like the kaiju pets, while when Elgarema was like choking him with its tail, we got to see a small crumb, a small silhouette of probably the thing that shot him down in the first episode, which I am interested if it's going to be like the final boss. Is it going to be kind of like the secondary? Is it going to be kind of the second in command to the final boss, kind of like how Arc did it? Or it's just going to be straight up the final boss and he and Omega are going to have some sort of a connection? I'm interested in that. And the main kaiju of the week really felt like a threat. He looked cool. I felt like the power set of literally like eating kaijus pretty much and getting their abilities great. I felt like, oh, he looked really cool in this episode. How much he was shown to be slightly weak because he did fight Omega and Trigron / Reikines, both of Omega's kaijins alone. So it's kind of like, oh, it shows the weakness that it kind of showed him looking weak because he wasn't fighting them together. But yeah, like, here's the thing, how much I do really like the design and I do really like what the show kind of showed him to be. He's very much dying in next week's episode, mainly because like Ultra doesn't really do 3 powders in the middle of the show. They mostly do 2 powders, and it's like a 3-powder would work really well, specifically when we are very close to get the final Kaijin body that is giving Omega his quote-unquote final armor. Like, that's cool. Like, I would have loved him to be at least a three-parter villain. But yeah, like having the episode end on Omega gets defeated, semi-similar to, I think if I remember correctly, it was Ultraman, it was Orb episode like 14 or 15. It was pretty much an episode before Omega got, I forgot the name of the fusion, but it was the Zophi and Belial fusion, so it is kind of similar to that. So I'm interested. Okay, what is, like, I don't see it be like a complete one-to-one, because like we didn't got anything out of the trailer for next week that Omega is going to get his final form, quote unquote. But yeah, like I really like this episode. Genuinely, it was a great, solid episode. I felt like it built the world really well. It built up the threat of kind of the main kaiju of the 2 weeks really well. It gave us more about Totoro. It gave us a little bit more about Kosei, with him like being the one that's like straight up wanted to kill the kaiju, while the Earth/the NDF wanted to actually tranquilize Grime. It is really interesting. I don't know. Episode 11 of Ultraman Omega gets an S. So, what's your overall thoughts about Ultraman Omega episode 11? Comment below, let me know. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please, if you like the video, smash that like button. If you want to help the subscribe button achieve its true goal of becoming a subscribed button, please smash that subscribe button. Don't forget, you're the only one that can prevent forest fires. Thank you very much, and have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.